morning students. Today we are going to do the last topic of our chapter, the chance and the probability. Good morning students. Our last topic for the chapter 3, data handling, is probability. Now, if I give you a condition, suppose I say that the sun rises from east. Sun rises from the east. This is perfectly correct statement. The sun cannot rise from any other direction. The sun always rises from the east direction. So I will say that this statement is perfectly true. Okay. So means this is definitely happen. This will definitely happen. Okay. So sun rises from the east. This is a perfect true statement. Nobody can deny it. And this phenomena, it happens every day and it is sure to happen. Clear? Then this is the first statement. Then I'll write the sky is cloudy. Now, is this statement will be perfectly correct for every day? No. Someday it can be cloudy or sunny. The day can be cloudy or it can be sunny. So what I will say, it can be likely to happen. It can likely to happen. Not sure, like as this is definitely to happen, this is likely to happen. That whether the sky is going to be cloudy or sunny, or the weather can be, like as we can say, weather can be windy, rainy, dry, hot. So these are the chances. Okay. This is a full chance and this is, there can be a like chances. Okay. And if I say next week there will be no Sunday. And next week Sunday will not come. So this is impossible. This cannot happen. This cannot happen. So it is totally impossible. Okay. So I have told you now 3 conditions. 1, Where there is a perfect chance, 100% chance, that is definitely going to happen. Then second one, may or may not, and again the third one, definitely not possible. Okay, so all these are the chances or the circumstances which are going to happen, not happen, or can happen. Clear? So in the same manner, we are, as I have given you the topic probability. Probability means a type of event when the day starts. It can be cloudy, it can be sunny, it can be windy. So these are the chances. Chances are called the probability. Okay, for a particular event to happen. And there is no probability of 0. Something will definitely happen. Clear? So the probability of an event event means any. The rising of sun is also an event. Sky being cloudy or sunny is also an event. The days of a week are also an event. So the probability always lie between 0 to 1. Maximum it is 1 and 0 will never happen. Okay? So the probability of a particular event lies between 0 and 1. So now I'll give you an example. If you toss a coin, there are two probabilities or two chances. Either you will get heads or you will get tails. Okay? Chance is that either you will, when you toss a coin, heads can come or tails can come. So in a particular event, tossing of a coin, there are two chances, heads and tails. Now, but if I say the probability of getting heads, so number of times, I'll write it here. First, the probability of an event will lie between 0 and 1. Now, I have given you, if you toss a coin, there are two chances. Either you get heads or you get tails. So, I will write total outcomes. Total outcomes are 2. That is either heads or tails. Apart from this, nothing can occur when you toss the coin. So total outcomes means whatever possible, or better you write total possible outcomes. After this, nothing can come out. When you toss the coin, either heads will come or tails will come. So total possible outcomes are 2. So now if I say what is the probability of getting heads, so I will write heads here in bracket, is equal to, how will you write? It is the number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes. Now what is the meaning of favorable? Now here I have asked for the probability of heads. How many times the heads will come. Okay. So that is I need. So that is the favorable one which I require. Clear? So heads, when we toss a coin one time, I will get heads one time maybe, or tails maybe. So what is the probability of chance of getting head is 1, but total outcomes are 2. Either we will get heads or tails. So the probability is 1 upon 2. And you see 1 upon 2 means 0.5 and it lies between 0 and 1. So this is the way to calculate the probability of a particular event that is going to, in a particular event that is going to happen. What are the favorable chances? Favorable means which you need, and total you have to look that how many total possible outcomes are there, and apart from those total, which one is your requirement. Clear? So in this manner you are going to calculate the probability. Similarly, the probability of tails is also going, favorable outcome is also going to be 1 only, and totals are 2. So this is also 0.5, and you see these are the two favorable outcomes, possible outcomes. When I add them, 0.5 plus 0.5, the answer is 1. And what I told you, the probability cannot exceed 1. So when you add all the sum of probabilities, when you do the sum of all the probabilities for a particular event, tossing of coin is a particular event, for that the outcomes can be, probability can be heads, probability can be tails. So when you add these, so the total outcome is going to be 1 only. Clear? Now I'll give you one more example. Suppose in a cricket match, a batsman hits a sixer 4 times. Okay, out of 99 balls. So means the total balls are 99, and the number of times a sixer is hit, that is 4. 4 times a batsman hits a sixer. Okay. Now you have to find the probability of a sixer and not a sixer. Okay. How many times there is a probability that the batsman has hit a sixer and how many times not. So only you are given with the value for the number of sixes. Now the number of times not a sixer is hit, that is going to be total balls minus the balls on which the sixer has been hit. So the number of balls, they are 95, on which either 1 run, 2 runs or 3 runs that are made. 4 also. So not 6. These are the balls where there is no 6, and here there are 6. Now the probability of hitting sixer is equal to number of times a sixer is hit divided by total number of balls. Clear? So which is going to be number of time? 6 is 4. Total balls are 99. So this is the probability of hitting the sixer. Clear? So total number of balls, on these balls only the batsman has hit the sixer. Now on how many balls? So these are your favorable outcomes and these are the total outcomes. And similarly, probability of hitting not a sixer is again equal to, you have to write it in the same manner, number of times a sixer is not hit. Number of times a sixer is not hit upon the total number of balls. So not hit is 95 and total are 99. Clear? So in this manner you are going to find the probability of a particular event which will be given to you. That's all for the chapter 3, that is data handling.